to do in this video is just give you a bit of an update about where I've been, what I intend to do with the channel, but also to open it up to you guys to give me an idea of what you're looking for, and maybe there's some collaboration in that sense, because it's like starting a vehicle that hasn't run in a while in the snow. It's just maybe takes a bit of time to get it going, get it running, getting it warmed up, and so your help in maybe some ideas or ways that the channel could grow moving forward. I also want to just take this opportunity to welcome all the new subscribers. I think when I finished making my last video back in the end of 2018, I think I had about 6,000 subscribers, and it's now a little over 13,000. So the channel's more than doubled in the 3 years that I haven't been making videos. So just welcome to you all, and thank you for remaining a subscriber. And I just hope that you get a lot out of the videos that I'll release now and into the future. About a month or two before I made that last live stream, the counselling practice really went through a growth period, a growth spurt of clientele. And so time was becoming more scarce, and then bring a child into the mix, and so you're working many hours, and as well as parenthood, it just got a little bit busy. So the first year after our child was born was a very busy time, and then we had some other challenges take place that delayed return. On top of that was the thing that happened worldwide at the start of 2019 into 2020 that caused a disruption for everybody. And I was actually going to get back into making videos in the middle of this year, in July, in fact, and I even made one that I released actually a couple of days ago about how the narcissist inverts reality for the empath. But at that same time, in the middle of lockdown and seeing the state of what was going on and how it was affecting a lot of people's lives, it just wasn't the atmosphere to be creative, to be honest. At least in the way that I was seeing it at the time, was just making videos about personal growth in the midst of everybody's lives exploding in a lot of ways, a lot of people losing their jobs, all these sorts of things. It just seemed I just couldn't do it. Things have changed a little bit in some respects, and I thought, no, I'm just going to get back into it. So here I am. On top of all of that, my wife and I, over the last 6 years, have been getting involved in a practice called permaculture. And I will be making a video where I sort of tie a little bit of that, those principles, into another video coming out in a couple of weeks. But essentially, it's a form of gardening, and I'll show some footage of what we've been up to. But essentially, to say that I've been outside a lot more, doing a lot more outside, where maybe in the past I would have been making videos. So that might be of interest to some people, making some videos about our journey of permaculture and what we're doing on the property and the progress of that. Feel free to leave a comment if that's of interest, and we could make some videos about that. In saying all of that, what that's essentially meant for me over the last 3 years is the creative space has been a hard space to get back into, and just to bring in the cognitive function side of things a little bit. All of that activity, raising a child, and just the busyness of work and other challenges of life, and the worldwide event that happened over the last couple of years, that NI environment has sort of been hard to come by. The only place that I've been able to safeguard it has been actually within the counselling space, because essentially it's a protected space. It's a time where everything else is out of the picture, and I'm just focused in with a particular person or a couple. And so that's where NI has been able to maintain its activity, essentially, and its usefulness. But in regards to coming up with creative video ideas and spending time in that, it's just really not been possible. Anyway, I've come to a point where I'm like, I'm just going to make it happen. That it will eventually maybe fall into my lap, and I think there is a time now where it's a bit easier for me to get into it, but I think I've just had to be a lot more intentional about it, saying, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to cultivate that NI space again. And in a sense, that video, Restoring the INFJ Heart, was really partly an expression of that. It was about, it really sort of helped me to get some clarity, sort of reconnect with my own NI in making that video, in order to just promote that space to move forward, making more videos. So for some people that might be curious, I am still counselling. I have been counselling the whole time, and that's been going really well. And there's a link in the description if you're interested in inquiring about counselling. So what the plan is at this stage is to try and make about one video a week, just to get back into the zone. I think that's actually going to be a bit of a challenge for me, but I just want to make the channel more of a priority. So one video a week until I can get more into the flow of things, and hopefully I'll be able to make even more than that. Now, one thing I had been doing during my hiatus from making videos is cutting up my larger videos into smaller segments called shortcuts. And so some of the more popular longer videos, that the reality is not everybody watches till the end of a longer video. And so there's a lot of content, a lot of principles, insights that have been shared that not many people have seen because they haven't got to the end of a video. So I'm cutting them up into smaller segments, and I'm going to be releasing those on the quieter days of the week, which I believe is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in the US, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in Australia. One video a day over those 3 days. So if you see shortcuts, a shortcuts video, and you've been a fan of the channel for a long time, you've probably seen that content. But just to give you a heads up about that, otherwise, people might be clicking on these videos saying, I've seen all of this before. So that's the idea, is giving others an opportunity to see the pieces of videos that have their own video in a sense, and giving people an opportunity to see those. So this is where you guys come in. I'm wondering what else to do on the channel. There's the INFJ videos. There's those more creative ones where they're more of a voiceover with images in the background. I intend to do some of those videos, as well as videos where I'm on camera talking about INFJ principles and ideas and personal growth and things like that. So those are the two that will remain, as well as videos on the empath narcissist dichotomy. So there will be those themed videos as well. Some other ideas I have around is sort of like a walk and talk, where I just go for a walk and talk on a particular subject or a theme. I find walking and talking it can be an easier space for me to sort of access thoughts and ideas as I'm walking. So that's an idea. I tend to do some of these things, but it'd be good to get feedback as well. There's the live streams, of course, that we could do. As I was mentioning before, I could make videos on our permaculture journey. Now, I have done a permaculture course, but I would not call myself an expert in any sense in permaculture. I'm very new in doing it, and it's been a massive challenge in a lot of respects, but it's been quite rewarding. So some videos on that, if you want to see some of those, we could do that as well. And at some point, I intend to do my take on the other types. I think I've done maybe 4 or 5 out of the 16 in the time the channel started, which was a long time ago now. I do intend to do that over the next little while as well. So yeah, any thoughts, suggestions, ideas that you have for this channel, please let me know in the description below, and I can factor all of that in as we go forward. What I've also done in the break is I've put all of my content on other platforms, and they are Rumble, Odyssey, and BitChute. So if you're on those platforms, feel free to find me. I think you can just find me with my name, Scott Morgan, and follow me on there as well. The links are in the description. So it's maybe a little early to mention Patreon and Subscribestar, but I am on those 2 platforms. What I have started doing and will do into the future is release any videos on Patreon and Subscribestar first for about a week before they go on the main channel. So if you're wanting to support the videos I make, wanting to get access to those videos before they go out to everybody else, subscribe to those platforms. Or if you want to support my video making in other ways, you can do that through PayPal and even cryptocurrencies. The addresses are in the description as well. So if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching to the end. Thank you for your patience, and I hope to put more videos out in the coming, well, from here on out actually. So thanks again for all of your support, and look forward to making more content, and I'll see you in another video.